Hi, my name is Don Meier, and I had the privilege of serving pastor at First Church from 1980 to 1995. So many memories. I remember meeting Bonnie Clellan on the campground. She was delegate in 1980, and she looked at me and she said, "Well, it doesn't matter who the pastor is because we're going to close after 1 year anyway." And that's how we started. I remember Ernie Alltop, who used to, in the middle of a service, yell out, "Hoo!" First couple of times scared me to death. And Earl Humbarger, this very talented man who had an engineering degree from Purdue and who put in the parking lot. What you call Lynn House, we called an empty building that we bought, not because of ministry, but to keep the biker gang from buying the building and moving in across the street. There's so many things I could say. Both of our kids were born while we were at First Church. AA, got connected to them, started the preschool. One story, though, that stands out, I was not satisfied that we were reaching out to new people, and I announced one Sunday that I wasn't going to call on anybody in the church. I was just going to knock on doors of people who I didn't know, and all week long I did. I'm sure there were 200 or 300 doors I knocked on, and the next Sunday I anticipated that some of those people would show up for church. Not one of them did. Not one of all those houses I knocked on. But a new family showed up. And they were talking to my wife, and I said, "Did I meet you this week?" And they looked at me and they said, "Who are you?" And I said, how did you find our church? And they said, "We looked you up in the yellow pages." Their name was Steve and Debbie Gavey, and she became our first preschool teacher at Near East Side Christian School. And why I tell that story is God has a special thing for First Church. I really believe that. He's remade it and remolded many times through the years. And as long as we're just faithful to do what we're supposed to do, God always does what He wants to do and brings the blessing and brings the people that He needs.